Good morning from my closet. It's a rainy, cold day. Sophie and I are looking out the window. I was thinking this morning about favorite Bible verses and how back in the dark ages, before there were phones and apps and even internet, you had to carry around little tiny Bibles with you if you wanted to have scripture with you. This is one that I've had, obviously, for decades, and it's been all over the world with me, actually. Well, as far as I've gone. In the back, in the early days when I didn't know what to read and was not brave enough to try a whole book, there's a page, and often this is in these little carry-on Bibles called Great Verses of the Bible. It's in the back here. It's a whole big list. And I can remember early on just going through those and reading them, mostly because I wanted to figure out what was so great about them. But every once in a while, I'd get one that would hit me almost like a punch in the gut. And of course, that was the Spirit talking to me. And that has persisted over the course of my life so that I have many favorite Bible verses. But I can remember one early on that I had read when we were flying to England, and I decided I'm going to memorize that one. Now, being a little Baptist girl from way back, memorizing scripture was never a surprise. We did that all the time. But for me as a adult, I think I was in my late 20s, maybe my early 30s, to decide I was going to memorize it on my own because it meant something was pretty good. So I did. I sat for the entire trip to England, the time we were there, and every night read it over and over again to try to memorize it. And this is what it was. It's taken from Philippians, chapter 1, verses 20 and 21. I earnestly expect and hope that I will in no way be ashamed, but will have sufficient courage so that now, as always, Christ will be exalted in my life. For me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. It's a pretty heavy-duty verse when you think about it. But what really spoke to me was the beginning part. I earnestly expect and hope that I will in no way be ashamed. That's what I really wanted. I wanted to be able to share my faith, whether I was embarrassed or shy or introverted like I was, because that was the most important thing to me. Do you have a favorite Bible verse? Do you have a collection of them? Have you ever put them together to see how it parallels your life? Scripture is very important. It's the lifeblood of any believer. Find a translation you like. I'll suggest BibleGateway.com, which is online and has translations and languages and commentaries, and it's free. Get reading. It's important food. Love you.